Place your bet on a single event or express of several matches with dizzy odds. Serving the market for 7 years with over 800,000 users. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Five seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Phantom Lancer.
Hello guys, and welcome to the last match of the day. We're still here in the Arena Blood Season 2 tournament, and we're watching FlyToMoon 2.0 duke it out against EXTREMUM one last time. We saw two relatively quick matches. I would want to say a bit of throws, but this is typical in this beautiful CIS tournament, where every game goes to the third game. So, let's get started, but without further ado, we need to have a simple message from our sponsors. Guys, our partner EGB.com gives you an awesome proposal. First deposit bonus up to $600. At EGB.com, you can also find convenience service, daily quest, and a bonus system. Interested? Click on the banner under the broadcast to find out more. My name is DSwordfish. I will be your caster for today, and also your sellout, as we do both at once. Let's see how this match ends up. FlyToMoon. They start out with the Phoenix, Undying, and Phantom Lancer, repeating that Undying pick as a counter to Mars. Actually pretty smart. It worked the last time on EXTREMUM, so it makes sense that it would work this time on FlyToMoon. You are lacking damage though, or sorry, stuns. And they repeat the Phantom Lancer. This time the Phantom Lancer will be up against Ricky, who is a hero that can deal with Phantom Lancer later on, but struggles... Sorry. A hero can deal Phantom Lancer in a very specific window. He's really good with the Fusel Blade and usually gets it faster than Phantom Lancer and is able to just burst him down. But later on struggles to deal with his illusions, so he has to pick up Battle Fury. And then once he gets Battle Fury, he's capable of kind of crushing Phantom Lancer, really. That has to happen, though. So we'll see how this works out. EXTREMUM seems to be running a Mars off-lane with a Dazzle... I want to say Dazzle mid, actually. I don't think that's a Dazzle support, right? With a Rubik as your pause 4. I really hope that is not a Dazzle support, because I think Dazzle support is terrible, really. But we'll see. And FlyToMoon now running a Trim Protector, which I think is their offlaner, or could be Undying as the offlane, which I would much rather have. No, because you want to lane Undying against Mars. No, it has to be Trent in the offlane. Okay, that's... Sure, let's try it out. I mean, it's been experimentation day. We had a Bounty Hunter carry at this point. Is Trim Protector really that crazy? Oh... After Bounty Hunter carry, Trim Protector off is not that insane. So, sure. Sure. Whatever, mate. Throw it, whatever. I'm not even surprised by these things.
Seconds remaining.
Lina is picked up by EXTREMUM, and now FlyToMoon with the last... Oh, sorry, it's banned by EXTREMUM, and now the FlyToMoon with the last ban. What do you need to ban? I mean, honestly, you don't know. I don't know what the Dazzle is going to be. But honestly, if I have to choose between a team that runs Dazzle support and a team that runs Trim Protector as an offlane, I'd rather have the Trim Protector 9 times out of 10. The thing is, though, I don't like the FlyToMoon has gotten 0 stuns right now. Like, Overgrowth, I mean, you have Roots now from Treant, but that's it. And it's only overgrowth, actually, because he has no more roots besides that, right? So,
Team pick.
yeah, I don't... It's not great. It's not great. They banned the Broodmother now because, of course, they couldn't deal with it either. You need a stun. You need a stun in this team. It just has to happen. Consistent stun. Take a DK.
Team pick.
Oh, Lord. That's not a consistent stun. He does bring some stuns to the table, but an Invoker against Ricky, that can get really, really messy. They banned a Broodmother, though, so I presume Dazzle's going to be a support. What do you run against the Invoker? Not sure, actually. What a hero actually does beat Invoker on lane. Sure, Kunkka actually has... Kunkka has a really good matchup. So is Dazzle support. Okay, I hate this. But, okay. just my comment. Position 4 Dazzle as well. Lovely. So pause 5 Rubik. Yes! Double down on the on badness, right? Is Velior... Yeah, I'm not incorrect about this. Let me just double check. Yeah, Velior is the 4. So it's 5 Rubik, which is bad, and then 4 Dazzle, also not great. I don't love this draft. I hate the draft by EXTREMUM, to be honest. But I also hate the draft by FlyToMoon. I hate both drafts. I'm actually gonna go for a Phoenix off lane as well. I don't know what to say to this. I'm not satisfied with either things. Like, on the EXTREMUM side, you have a way to deal with a Phantom Lancer really easily, right? With a Kunkka and honestly to some degree the Ricky. But you have a Dazzle support, which is not too great. It doesn't do much this draft, honestly, because you don't really take advantage of Shallow Grave. Maybe with a Ricky. Maybe. The Mars I don't love here either because you get cancelled by the Undying. But on FlyToMoon side, I question the lack of stuns on this team, despite the fact that you have a pretty solid draft. And the Phoenix as a off lane where you need to complete a Supernova, but you lack stuns besides Overgrowth, you have to get a perfect Supernova Overgrowth every single time. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I am at a loss. The Wombo combo, the thing about Wombo combo drafts, I'm not a big fan of Wombo combo drafts because Wombo combo drafts when you are, and no offense to these teams, but when you're Team Secret, which you've practiced this a million times, you've been in LANs and you have the confidence, you're the coolest guy around, you have complete confidence in these drafts, you can pull them off. Even teams like Secret actually screw it up a lot. A great example is TI and you know, mid-ones run in TI, and remember that Wombo combo draft that they lost actually that game with mid-one literally ball lighting into a chrono. Like, these things happen. Teams make mistakes all the time. Wombo combo drafts that require perfect execution, it's just not that great. Like here, the problem with this is that back in the day when you used to run the Twin Protector Phoenix, yes, it was still similar to this draft actually. It was the same idea. You would run one of them as a support and one of them as an offlaner. But it wasn't your only team fight. It wasn't your only stun. You wouldn't run an extra Undying on top of that. You'd have some sort of extra team fight elsewhere. Even with the Quas Wex Invoker, it's not the easiest thing. Stormstormer's a really good Invoker, probably one of the best Invokers. I would argue it's his best hero. But you'd really like the team fight elsewhere. So if this doesn't work out, if you don't get the Overgrowth perfectly, you're screwed. Especially now where the games are quicker, where things are faster, and the enemy team also has a very solid amount of team fight. So I don't love that part about FlyToMoon. But at the same time, it's not like EXTREMUM has the best team ever. So I don't know. I think Wombo combo drafts are always really hard to execute.
The battle begins.
I think Wombo combo drafts are always really hard to execute, and that puts a lot of pressure as well on the team. One of the biggest concerns within this as well is that once you mess up the combo, you stress out about whether you got or didn't get the combo. You stress out. And you just constantly have this problem of like, oh, we gotta get the Overgrowth Supernova. And use it in the most random of situations. I'm hoping that Stormstormer on his Invoker, I'm starting to kind of warm up to this idea of the Invoker, because I'm hoping that this hero is able to bring back or to bring the lack of team fight that they have and just kind of bring it to make sure that they can actually have some sort of counter initiation, some sort of alternatives when they fight, because otherwise I'm kind of concerned.
That's mine.
Yeah, let's see how the Dazzle pick works out. I really like the Undying, though, to be honest, as a counter to the Mars. I just don't think that this was the draft particularly to make it work, you know. I'd rather have some sort of stun extra on the bottom lane. I also hate the fact that they're running Rubik 5. I think Rubik 5 is so incredibly weak. He has nothing we can do most of the game. And the spells to steal this game are just kind of okay. Look, they're actually killing Non-Grata super early. No way they killed Non-Grata. They have Overvenom, though. Enough damage, no armor on Non-Grata. It's the no armor lane. It's so easy. Non-Grata's done for, and a Trim Protector can't get the kill on Kellen. It's a bit too difficult. Nice bloody blocking. That's going to be first blood and given to the Ricky. That's really bad as well. Ricky needs those first bloods to get the snowball potential going, and once he gets it, it's just impossible. Yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll see how this game goes. At least this bottom lane should be going well for them. The mid lane is also very difficult for FlyToMoon. I am surprised by how well this Invoker is doing. Did he go Quas Exort halfway through? Did he go Quas Exort and just start with Quas? Because a Quas Wex Invoker with 9 last hits versus a Kunkka with 8? No way. I hope that they click on the Invoker, the camera just eventually clicks on the Invoker. I'm very curious about how the mid lane is so even. If it's a Quas Wex Invoker, Quas Wex Invoker gets destroyed by a Kunkka. It's such an easy lane for the Kunkka, so I would never. Yeah, it's not a good matchup. So that's definitely up to Stormer to play that just a bit better. Okay, I think No Fear is dead here. I mean, they're fighting to the death here. Telekinesis, very nicely done, by the way, to get the extra stun. Really well played there. That extra stun. So about Telekinesis, that actually the stun time that once you land, the stun when you land is actually as long as the stun as you're lifted. So it doesn't really matter which one you're lifting. Very well played. They get a double kill in the end, Non-Grata as well, but Stormer is in fact going Quas Wex, and he's winning against the Kunkka. He hasn't even gone for Blades of Attack or anything. He is going for a couple no talisman, sure, but you don't have any sort of really big mitigator for the attack damage difference. I am surprised by this. I thought Kunkka can play this much more aggressively and go for many more last hits. Like, you can tell by the fact that Invoker is not getting any denies that it's definitely Kunkka favored to some degree, because otherwise Invoker would have denies with how many last hits, but he's just concentrating so well on the last hits. I'm presuming he's using the Tornado to last hit as well.
No.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Very, very
attack.
fascinated by this lane. I'm wondering if Stormstormer is just a really good Invoker. No, I mean, yeah, that seems to be the case, right? He just keep going Tornado. He has used up all his mana. I wonder if he's going to go for Clarity soon. But honestly, just to be able to mitigate the Kunkka in early, Kunkka, any hero really is very strong against Invoker and early in the lane, because Quaswex Invoker is super weak in the first couple levels. So it's already very important that you're able to win that lane. And the fact that you're also winning, you're losing top, but that's not a concern. You're losing top, but it's not like a really, really big concern there. Because, I mean, you have Phoenix. Phoenix is not meant to farm. The bigger concern is laying the Ricky farm, right? And Ricky might be getting kills here, but as long as Phoenix plays this aggressively, Ricky won't get farm. And what really matters here is that Ricky won't get farm. That's what matters. If he doesn't have last hits, it doesn't matter if he gets a couple kills. Kills don't actually mean that much anymore, unfortunately, in the early game. So you really, really want to get those last hits there. No Fear is going to die here. Tricks of the trade used. Kellen still chasing after him. Non-Grata to go for the kill on Black Arc Angel. Does he get the kill on Black Angel? Seems like it. There we go. Black Archangel, sorry. So that's an important kill. Kind of mitigates a bit of the losses in the beginning. Make sure to put some pressure on the Ricky. They do lose the Curry bottom lane. Ilden, come on now. They used that Curry. They dispel the Poison Touch with Doppelganger, but the Undying is still in trouble. Fisherman's helped out though by the Living Armor, and he's gonna be fine because of this. And yeah, I know that Stormstormer is a good Invoker. I would say it's probably his best hero together with his TA. Like, the heroes I love seeing in Stormstormer is TA, Invoker, and Pugna. Those are the three heroes that come to mind with the guy. Invoker particularly. But the fact that you're being a Kunkka, doesn't matter how good you are. You're up against God, you know? That guy is considered, or was considered back in the day, one of the best mechanical mid laners. There we go. This is what I'm expecting. Get a Tidebringer cleave. Oh, Ghostwalk's ready. Ghostwalk's ready, and he can't get the cleave off. He's gonna survive this. I mean, this is what I was expecting, though. For God to just kick him out of lane, really. Or at least get more last hits than him. He went for a double bracer, so he's now farmed enough. He has full level Tidebringer. Less denies, but still. Kunkka is definitely going to activate quicker than the Invoker. Even Quaswex Invoker is slower than Kunkka, because you can rotate early with Urn, which is great. And you get kills with Cold Snap, of course, but Kunkka brings a ghost ship to the table, which is much, much stronger. Much, much stronger. No fear. Alright. A help with the living armor, non-grata. Annoying Kellen, and also Black Archangel.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
'Tis none cufatory.
Golden SDR, a bit annoyed by Malik. Here they come, Doppelganger. Fishman. They push him back. But as well on the top lane, it does seem like FlyToMoon is trying to do their own pushback here, but they realize, yeah, Ricky's just kicking the Phoenix out of lane. Here's the thing though, Phoenix is playing aggressively, but it's not quite canceling the Ricky's farm. Ricky's still farming well. This is going to be a concern later on, because both God or both Kunkka and Ricky are going to be much faster than the enemy team, and if they can get the kills, it'd be huge for them. Fishman. Honestly, Malik is playing this lane much better than last Mars. Clearly, the Undying is not the counter, because they destroyed in there, and now a very nice Shallow Grave, saving Valior's life. Still fighting against Illidan. Can he survive this? He has more Shadow Waves. Nice there! Very, very good Spear of Mars. Valior still surviving thanks to the Magic Stick, and Illidan is going to go down! So what this proves to me is that last game, they just played that badly, because the Undying is not canceling the Mars this game at all. He seems to be okay. I guess the Phantom Lens is also not great. But the Gyrocopter last game destroyed the Mars because of the Undying. And this game, it just seems like they're just tickling him. So Extremum is getting some really, really good early game here. The lanes are just completely in their favor. 2k lead for Extremum. Nangrata a bit annoyed. Kellen, okay, Kellen, Tart, but they don't have Smokescreen just yet. Yeah, as Ricky, you don't want to go for another level on Smokescreen, but if you get it, the Phoenix is dead. God, unfortunately, loses most of his mana, but he has a regen rune anyway, so he's going to be perfectly fine. Old Chocobo Courier moving around. Adorable, I do love that Chocobo Courier. The Kunkka, okay, he's been cold snapped. Is it an urn? No, I mean, God is just last in this. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they actually get a kill on Non-Grata. Ricky doing his job. This time they have Telekinesis to guarantee that Icarus Dive couldn't come out. Also, it's Icarus Dive. It actually has a pretty long cooldown. You have to be really careful with Ricky. You have no armor as a Phoenix. I don't know what you're planning here. Extremum is doing so well right now. And yeah, finally Extremum is getting the upper hand I was expecting from these lanes. The Invoker is losing to the Kunkka, which is expected. The Phantom Lancer is being destroyed in the bottom lane. I'm very surprised again. It seems like Extremum just playing this much better. And the top lane, of course, the Ricky is doing very well. I was hoping that Non-Grata was actually stopping him from farming, but he wasn't, as you can tell by the net worth. So yeah, it's hard to tell because, of course, I don't have control of the camera, so you can't really tell exactly what's happening. But it's clear that he didn't stop it from farming. Oh, no. Arena of Blood. Bye-bye to the trees. Somehow, all the trees, by the way. Not just the trees in the arena, as it should be, but literally the trees around it, too. Okay, deforestation. Hello. Global warming is a thing, man. You gotta be careful. You can't just deforest things like that. Okay, Black Archangel just actually killed himself there with the invocation of the spirits. Can't hit him with anything else. They miss a tornado. They hit him in the end with a cold snap, though, which guarantees the kill. And Kellen at least gets away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So yeah, let's see if the Wombo combo works out though, because FlyToMoon, the whole point of this route is to play the mid game with the Wombo combo. So let's see if that works out there. That's all that matters. trying to get the wombo combo out. Oh, Ricky. I don't know what happened there, but Fishman could almost be dead. Blink Strike, they go for Stormer. A bit confusing here. Why is Kelling having ATD? And now the Supernova has been used. Tornado to ensure they can actually get the Supernova off. Very well done. Shallow Grave, though, to save the Ricky's life. As Shallow Grave giving him a lot of life here. They steal the Spirits again, but they lose the Ricky in the process. And again, the Spirits are just killing you, man. They take away most of your HP. He's going to die to the Urn Cold Snap. He is. Because of the Spirits, I cannot believe I just witnessed that twice in a row, man. Learn your place. God, okay, the Ghost Ship will hit, but the Deathling Blast stops him from getting the last hit on the Tidebringer, and our Living Armor is helping him a lot. But Non-Grata, I mean, you don't really have any escape mechanism, unfortunately, so he's going to go down. However, Stormstorm was hoping to get a kill here against Velior, and he's going to find it thanks to the Soul Rip. Surprise there, level 2 Soul Rip, already really strong. Fishman going further, trying to catch God. He has been slowed a bit, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop making assumptions about who's gonna win because these teams, the games are so crazy, and the team fights are so crazy. Not to say other word, that's how with T. That yeah, sure, man. Anyone can win this game, guys. Hope is never lost. Seriously, never underestimate CIS throws. And people think that something like this can be scripted, guys. It's not. You cannot script something like this. Are you serious? It's not even like back and forth games properly. These are plain mistakes made by people who are unaware. If you can't identify these things as mistakes, you think they're doing this on purpose, it's because you don't play enough Dota. It's so clear that they're making mistakes right now. Tongrata, my friend. Hello. Sure, mate. Stay here to play. He's dead to the poison touch anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the Rick is going further for the Phantom Lancer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think... no, Rubik, I swear to God, not a third time! Stop stealing that spell. Stop stealing that spell. I mean, you were dead most likely here anyway, but you're not helping your case. Stop stealing the spirits. Okay? Just, if you steal them, just don't ever click that ability. Because you're killing yourself every single time. You're at pause 5 Rubik, my friend. You have no mobility. You have no extra attack cast range, sorry, because you don't have Aether Lens. You're at pause 5 Rubik, so your life is already miserable. Stop doing that. I mean, you're only support. It's not a big deal that you lose your life constantly, but it's just unnecessary. Malik, the target, and the spirits. There's a tornado, nice. Against Malik, calls off as well with the spirits. He has Arena of Blood. That might help, but the supernova will force Malik away. They can't quite get the kill on Illidan because of it. Nice supernova there. Very nice supernova, because it zones out the team of Extremum. Not always do you want to get the supernova as a wombo combo, deal as much damage as possible. Sometimes you just want to get it as a zone out, and it's a good use of it. Oh, how the odds are. Whoever did for Extremum is super happy right now. There you go for Fishman. That's why you should use EGB.com, guys. Continue to go bottom. Ricky trying. The Trim Protector's nearby. I don't know if they want to push this. Seems like it. They're just actually searching for the Trim Protector. They're dividing their abilities here. Ricky's searching for the Trim Protector while the enemy team, the rest of the team tries to push this tower. But look how difficult it is thanks to the Living Armor. Has the Treant maxed the Living Armor? It seems like it. I think he's actually... I think No Fear's maxed that Living Armor. Is it possible? I want to click on him soon. Alright, well, I hope the cameraman clicks on him soon so I can check. Malik almost died to the tower alone. Oh no, if he... No, don't. Go back. Go bottom. I need to see if they kill Malik. If Malik dies, there we go. He TP'd. But the rest of the team is in trouble. They did a little bit of Nature's Grasp. Rubik. See, look at what happens. He has no spirits. He's perfectly fine. Since he didn't steal spirits, he's gonna survive. That's what matters, guys. This game boils down to one thing. Can the Rubik steal the spirits? If he doesn't, we're good, man. I mean, well, not we. Extremum is good. Fishman, X marks the spot. He's really low armor. He's gonna die to the Venom, actually. Poison Touch. Not great, because Ricky wanted that kill. He's really far from the Diffusal Blade, honestly. You want Stormstormer is kind of pushing in the top lane. Alacrity is not too great when you're playing Quasbex and Volker, but whatever. You have to do something to help push. And Illidan is surprisingly farmed, honestly. He's only 500 gold away from the Ricky, who had a really solid lane. So Illidan has recovered very nicely from his lane. Like, back before you had Ricky had, like, what, 3k, almost 4k net worth, I think? And Phantom Lancer was a 2k straight up, because Mars destroyed him. And look at it now. At least Illidan is finally farmed somewhere. And this time you're not as counter as last time with the Gyrocopter. This time this Phantom Lancer pick makes more sense, honestly, because the Gyrocopter wasn't picked as your counter pick. There is a point where Phantom Lancer beats the Riki. Yeah, later Riki can go for Battle Fury like I mentioned, and that's an option. But it's not like you love doing that. So.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Non-Grata. Okay. They hit him with a Torrent. Also the Spear. Non-Grata. Could die. Overgrowth. Yeah, there we go. Sets up. There's the Arena Blood used. The Chaos Meteor as well. That's a great combination. But unfortunately, my team could just walk around. And that's not their Arena Blood, by the way. So that's why they could just exit it. No problem. So the Chaos Meteor at least disengages. Not bad. The Supernova will hit the Mars here. And this actually is going to be a turnaround. Not badly. Not bad at all. They actually killed 4 heroes in Extremum because Riki committed suicide super early. And that Supernova yet to get completes. Another Arena Blood doesn't really work out. And FlyToMoon are kind of doing it. This Wombo combo is working out for them. His Wombo combo is working out for them. To be perfectly honest, Extremum is not particularly playing this intelligently. What you should be doing, whenever there's a Wombo combo draft, the thing about it as well is that it's so easy to counter because you just play around their cooldowns. It's all that matters. They had to use Overgrowth or Supernova early, disengage immediately. For example, in this team fight, they used Overgrowth first, right? You were kind of stuck there for a bit. But then when the Supernova came out, you had time to leave. It just, you didn't do it fast enough, you didn't have enough disengage, so you couldn't do it, right? Because the Riki committed suicide super early. But if you don't do that, then you actually have the chance of being able to just play around those ultimates, no problem. And that's what they should be doing every single time. Playing around those cooldowns. The only real hero they have besides these two that brings teamfight is the Invoker. And Stormstormer is a really good Invoker, but you can play around that too. So, it's just about being smart here. Don't just Arena Blood whenever. Like, don't... just play around these cooldowns. Acknowledge that this Wombo combo can occur. And definitely don't underestimate it. It's a strong Wombo combo, it's just hard to execute. Okay, smoke this time. This is a good idea, the smoke, by the way. Well, I cast this cursed a smoke. I can't believe I just did that. I cast it. They just. Okay, sure. It's gonna work out, guys. Doesn't matter. They don't need the smoke. The smoke is just to get into position. There's no wards around. They just find the Undying. Fishman, however, uses a tombstone. They're actually disengaging really nicely. They only need the tombstone. Apparently, Arena of Mars has been used with the Ghost Ship as well. It's gonna hit only the Trim Protector here. Undying is still surviving this whole ordeal, and the Supernova is now available, which forced them out. God is a target, and they might just be able to cancel his TP. They have anything, any stun, no cold snap, so unfortunately he can get away. So Extreme only lose the Rubik, who at this point is just gotten used to dying. Illidan realizes this is a mistake. Riki's nearby. Kellen doesn't have the Fusel Blade just yet. Is going for Fishman, tricks the trade, realizes a mistake. Has haste though, so he can just get away. And what Extreme should be doing is playing around timings, right? You should be playing around the Riki, the Fusel Blade timings at this point. That Supernova has worked nicely until now, though. That Supernova has been really on point. The Phoenix has been playing really well, to be honest. And so has the Undying. Those Tombstones and Supernova has been really good. And I guess the fact that you didn't really consider... I mean, this whole time, I didn't really consider this, but I should have mentioned this, that they don't have a hero to hit these things. They don't have a hero to hit the Tombstone or a hero to hit the Supernova. Kellen just barely survives thanks to that smoke. They need a hero that has the attack speed, and Riki's particularly not a great hero at hitting them because Riki doesn't want to stay still for a while. So, surprisingly enough, those are actually really good abilities to engage. The solution would be to just ignore them, right? To just leave when they are used, which I think is valid solution, and not get caught by a tornado, but apparently they've been unable to do this. Another Arena of Blood, this time for Non-Grata. They missed the Spear of Mars, though, so they can't quite kill him. From a good laning stage to a really piss poor mid lane, mid game. Okay, Malik, here we go. Again. Another attempt. Man, Malik. No, I mean, the first... I don't know what to say with that spear. You know what? We didn't see. Guys, can we all agree? Again, the chat agree we didn't see that play, right? Nothing happened. They're going to go for the PL. That was a good play. They're going to kill Illidan. Can they get him? Doppelganger. Gets lucky with the positioning of his hero as well. But regardless, he was going to be saved. Really good doppelganger. Now they code for the counter initiation. Ghost Ship will hit, but Supernova is yet again available. And you can't fight against Supernova Tombstone. They're just kicking everyone out. But this time they've learned. They're just engaging. They're choosing to get away. Do not engage in this team fight. They're just running. Running forever. Velior might die, but it's okay. It's just a support. As long as the Riki gets away. They have to re-engage though, however. They can't just disengage completely. They have to re-engage. That Spear of Mars... to Spear of Mars the Invoker out of the smoke screen, which is not great. Now with the Sunstrike, they catch the Riki. Thanks for the overgrowth, he's killed. Yeah, you should immediately regret the decision. Man, Malik, we gave you this golden opportunity. The whole stream pretended that we didn't see the Spear of Mars. And then you go and do an even worse Spear of Mars. Out of the smokes? Why? What is this lack of communication? What is possessing you to do these spears, man? Go to the Olympics. See how they throw the spear. See how they do the javelin throw. It's impressive. They always hit their targets. They're very good at it. Learn. I'm losing my mind with these games. I am losing my mind. I can't tell if one of the teams is a genius and if FlyToMoon is playing this amazingly or if Extreme is playing this badly. I can't tell. What I can say is though is at least the Phoenix and the Phoenix Trinity and the Undying are doing their jobs. I thought it was going to be really hard to execute, and honestly I didn't give them enough credit. Usually I don't, because I always get worried when teams pick hard drafts unless they're like a really well-known established team. FlyToMoon, well, being well-known, and they're definitely not as established. They're doing this really well, so I'm glad to eat my words here. They're playing this draft perfectly. So yeah, at least that should be given to them. And the Rubik is just cannon fodder at this point. Rubik is just a big creep.
Contract complete.
That's why you don't play plus 5 Rubik. I mean, it's interesting because the criticism I had over... Oh, Malik? Why? What was the point of bulwarking there? Actually kind of slower when you bulwark, you know that, right? Okay. I mean, I guess he was dying anyway, so whatever, cold snap. He shouldn't be there either, by the way. Today we've watched this kind of kill zone around the tier 1 mid tower in the dire zone, ironically. There's just a kill zone apparently, and everyone wants to join there, and everyone wants to farm that area, and everyone gets killed there. Stormstormer wants to go for the kill on Riki. They have a dust. They do hit him with the dust in time. Kellen also farming in the same exact zone where your teammate just died. Yeah, Rubik, please come join them. Rubik, yes, you should do that too. So yeah, this is the problem I had with the draft. Where the problem I had with FlyToMoon was not the logic behind the draft. I mean, the lack of stuns did worry me, but it was more the idea that what they were proposing was hard to accomplish. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. That doesn't mean it's a bad draft. It just means that it's worrisome if you're under pressure. It's a third game in the best of 3 to be able to accomplish this. But EXTREMUM, they make a couple just basic non-Dota knowledge errors, like for example, like I mentioned, running the Rubik and the... can they get away? That is going to be enough, yeah. Velior's dead though. Oh no, Velior TP's in time. Good job, good job. Running the Rubik 5, I do question very much. And running the Dazzle 4, I gotta say Dazzle 4 has been working out for them though. So I'm not gonna say anything about that. But Rubik 5 was not a good choice. It seems like they adapted their draft to be able to run the Dazzle, so I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay, now, okay. Rotation here. That panda. What did he bring from Mars? Is it smoke? Okay. Maybe that was it. They killed the Phoenix now, so they have a chance actually. Kellen has his Diffusal Blade, which is important. Thank Christ. And Malik going forward. Fishman a target. There's the X on the spot. Bringing back Torrent. Fishman. Let me bring him down. Malik uses Spear of Mars, brings Fishman into a bad position. Malik is losing his life. Oh, there's a Supernova now. So yeah, in the end, the team fight's a bit too strong. They bought back on the Phoenix. A Torrent Storm actually hits nobody. Remember, it follows you, Konka, so you kind of... I mean, I guess it's a good disengage tactic. It didn't really work out, though. They even found Kellen here. Can the Phoenix continue to slow him down? Is there any sort of catch? They don't. Lack of stuns is apparent, but they're still winning this. They're still doing this really well, and they're getting each team fight. Another good Supernova. Take the Roshan now. FlyToMoon. Find some spirits. The Roshan could be in trouble. Tornado, EMP, really beautiful tornado, catches 3, Arena of Blood, but you're stuck in it, man. That's not the arena you were looking for. The overgrowth ensures they have to fight this. Ghost Ship will hit everyone though, and the Phantom Lancer's finally low. Can they stop him from getting the kill on Mars? It seems like the Shallow Grave is giving Mars a second life right now, but Phantom Lancer is just going ham on Malik. Finally, the Torrent Storm comes in, and that's going to catch the Phantom Lancer, but he's just running away. He's quick enough. So again, Extremum can't really fight this, but this time they're actually winning the team fight. The Ricky has managed to survive long enough. Here's the PL going for the Rubik, and behind, the Invoker fighting against the Ricky. Illidan just wants to survive. He finally loses the Aegis. There's a Tornado hitting the Kunkka. Kunkka in trouble. They also want to go for Kellen, but they just lack the catch for him. God instead will settle for the kill on the Undying. And no, Kellen shows himself, but there's no more dust. The Invoker doesn't have any more. They don't have vision. He goes there underneath 2 centers on his own, so he gets the kill on the Invoker, and he might even be able to find Illidan. They're going ham here. Extremum knows they can fight this, but they're a bit too afraid of chasing out further because they know that the enemy team has vision near the Roshan pit. So who won that? I don't know. Who won that team fight?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't even know. That team fight ended up being so that Ricky actually survived. That's all that matters. Ricky actually got away with a team fight. It's such a major thing. Torrent Storm was a really good choice by God, by the way. Going for the Ags is amazingly good. So they're actually managing to kind of stave off the insane team fight that FlyToMoon has been showcasing. And Illidan, unfortunately, he played that team fight, I would say, really well. But unfortunately, you're lacking BKB on the Invoker, for example. You're lacking some basic items. The Invoker going for Ags maybe is a bit too aggressive. We'll see. Oh, sorry. Going ham means just trying to pummel someone. The idea of going ham is that you are, you're going crazy on someone. So the idea is, in this context, would be that you're just chasing after them, disregarding your own health. And in many cases, it usually means that you're dealing a lot of damage quick. So, when they're going ham on the Mars because the PL is ignoring the rest of the team and just wanting to kill the Mars, and when they're going ham on the Invoker or the PL, it's because they're dealing a lot of damage quickly and again disregarding their own safety, right? It's the idea of just kind of playing recklessly or ruthlessly. It's a colloquial term from America, I think. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm European. Fishman. Okay, that Sunstrike is actually going to hit God. Can they fight this? Non-Grata? Do we have a Supernova? He does have a Supernova. Torrent Storm, though, they're somehow managing to evade a couple of them. Supernova is available. There's the Arena of Mars, Arena of Blood, and now with the Overgrowth, together with a Supernova, that combo's consistent. Chaos Meteor will hit Malik. The Shadow Grave, though, might just save him, but it's not going to give him enough time. Malik cannot get away. Malik is done for. I want to go further. Illidan SDR, trying to find the Rubik. Oh, that is a clumsy net. No fear. And he might just get him, but the Torin is perfectly timed to stop Non-Grata. Meanwhile, in the backlines, Ricky is ready to fight, but he's been cold snapped. He does kill a Trim Protector, wants to go further, but the cold snap is stopping him from doing so. He has to go to the Dazzle. Illidan wants to chase after Kellen, but they don't have vision of him. Smokescreen used, gives Kellen a lot of protection. A Torrent as well to help him out. And Kellen is managing to survive these things. Which is... I just cast or cursed him. He's done for. Why? Why would you jump into the creeps like that? Valior loses all of his mana then. Is he listening to me and just going, I'm gonna screw this guy. I'm just gonna do the opposite of what he said. This is crazy. What just happened? What possessed you to jump into the creep wave when the enemy team was just there? What did you think? They were just gonna ignore you? Ah, guys, just a Ricky. We can't kill him. That's mean. Killing people is illegal. We shouldn't do that. What's the idea, Extremum? I don't know. Sometimes these plays, they make these amazing plays sometimes, these teams. And then the worst play right next to each other. They make the best play and the worst play right next to each other. It's like watching monkeys on typewriters because there's all these random things happening. And you're seeing both excellence and the worst of humanity. They find the Invoker. This is a good Arena of Blood if they can follow this up. Nice Tornado though by Stormer. Ghost Walk, trying to get away. EMP will give him back some mana. They have Supernova, we don't. Torrent Storm is ready as well. Invoker's just getting away. They want to chase after God, but he doesn't have any more mana. They kill the Trim Protector quickly. Where's the Ricky? Ricky's still dead, which means they can't really fight. And FlyToMoon knows this. They're playing intelligently with this. And yeah, guys, because I'm flabbergasted about Ricky jumping into creeps and getting caught out because he just jumped into a lane of creeps where the enemy team was there. Yeah, I bet on Extreme. That's definitely it. Yeah, he caught me, mate. He caught me. Because you know, when I point out a play that's just crazy, and anyone with 2 eyes would see it's crazy. That's biased. That's what it is. All right, Extremum. I mean, you have a 1K lead, but it means nothing. This game is actually anyone's game. They both have a lot of team fight. It's actually becoming a crazy game at this point. Both of throws and of magnificent play. So yeah, whatever. It's enjoyable. To say the least, this is pure entertainment at this point. Ricky has a Battle Fury, so he's ready to fight the PL now. He has a better way to deal with the PL. We need a BKB and Invoker is what you need on FlyToMoon. Once you get the BKB, that might be. Illidan also getting the heart helps him a bit, but I don't think it's going to help him enough against Battle Fury Ricky. You do deal a lot of damage on Battle Fury Ricky. I don't know, Stormer. I'm not confident on the Zags, really. I like that you went for the Blink early, though. I think the Blink has been useful, but even though I'm a big fan of the... I guess Ags with Cataclysm and Overgrowth. No, I see the combo. You kind of have to do it, right? The thing is, those smoke screens have been screwing you over. Maybe getting a Force Staff on Trim Protector or Undying would help you against the smoke screen. Because that smoke screen has been destroying you every single time. Malik. There they come. Okay, they go for... Is that Velior? Yeah, that's the Dazzle. That's actually a really good kill. Really, really good kill. Now go for Malik. Arena Blood. And he just runs through it. Your walls are made of paper, Malik. And your TPs... What are they even for? Tornado to stop it. And Malik is just done for.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Good tornado by... I mean, it was... I guess it's really easy to hit a non-moving target. He even went for the Alacrity, which I love. I like the Alacrity talent a lot on Invoker. I think he's kind of rotating to being a utility Invoker, more on the team fight. And yeah, Alacrity giving it to PL does show that obviously who the real PL is. But don't be concerned about that, honestly, because once you have Heart, they'll find out who the real PL is, right? This is a pro team. You want to get more damage on it. Oh, that BKB forced out by God. That's not great. That is not good. You wasted Torrent Storm and BKB. I think that's a 10-second BKB as well.
Dire are scanning.
I like the comment. The Rubik didn't die first. That's kind of new and exciting. Yeah, it's true. Every time the Rubik survives, he just sighs in relief. You know? I managed to make it through one more team fight, guys. I've only died 11 times. I actually don't know how long, how many times he's died, to be honest. I was really counting. We'll see later. He's doing a good job of keeping the enemy team at bay, but this is the strength of Alacrity as well. Alacrity is really good at helping you push towers, to be honest. With that talent, it just becomes a ridiculous tower pusher. Tier 3 doesn't mean that much, though. Tier 3 doesn't... It used to be much more once you had Outpost, but now that there's no Outpost, Tier 3 is just the gateway to Rax. So, if you don't take Rax, it's whatever. It just makes it easier to be able to take Rax later. Mind you, it's still gold, right? But that's it. Should be looking for the Tier 2 up top as well. If you liberate 2 lanes, it makes it easier to put pressure, because you always have the option of either pressuring top or mid in this case. And then obviously the bottom lane is the hardest to pressure, you just let that be. So if Extremum decide to shove mid or shove top, whatever, you just go to the opposite lane and you push it. So it's very important to at least have 2 lanes from which to push. Also, as Radiant, you can actually take over this kind of area, which is a safe lane for Dire, and they don't really have many ways to deal with that. And you can just put vision everywhere, and you can shove both lanes like that. Whereas Dire tends to take control of the triangle, which is where they are right now, as you can see. And they just want to make sure that the bottom lane is the dead lane right now. They know that they have control of the dead lane. They know the bottom lane is always going to be shoved in their favor. So the enemy team is being very smart right now, FlyToMoon, and not to sacrifice themselves and try to go for that bottom lane, tier 1. Even though it's free gold, sometimes symmetry is bad in Dota, because symmetry means bad lane equilibrium. Malik almost completed BKB. Ags on the Invoker. Okay, this is the last piece of the wombo-ish of combos. With this, you have... you cannot get more wombo combos. This went from Dota to a fighting game now, because you have the Overgrowth, Supernova, Cataclysm. That is going to be so much damage. And the best part about this is that all 3 spells pierce BKB. So the only way to counter them is by waiting to use BKB until the overgrowth is used, so you can use BKB to dispel overgrowth. Let's see if that works out. Malik the target, there's a tornado. Oh, what a beautiful tornado! Malik is done for. Malik is done for. That tornado stopping Velior, that was crucial. Because if Velior could have helped him a bit earlier, they could have actually kind of initiated, and they had some sort of play there. But that tornado stopping Velior made it so that you couldn't Shallow Grave in time, and it was well done, well done. Kellen continues to farm. He almost got BKB. Actually, I think he has BKB now. Oh, but they find him. They see him. They have a gem on the Invoker. Invoker uses Cataclysm for vision. Very smart. Now they should be able to fight them. And they go. What a Cataclysm, actually. Now into the Rubik. Rubik in trouble. Rubik. I'm sorry. Rubik is just... You're a creep, man. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They wanted to go for Ricky. Rubik sacrifices himself here. He's not lasting long. Honestly, committing Cataclysm to Rubik, I think that's the best play you've made all game, man. You're a boss 5 Rubik. There's little you can hope for. Fishman, oh no. Are you serious? Is this actually going to be a kill? If you got a kill by body blocking and... If they get a kill from this, from a body block from an Invis hero, that's it. This game is the best game ever I've ever watched. Invoker is in trouble though. Invoker actually getting counter-initiated. God is able to TP in time. Overgrowth so close, but the Torrenstorm stops and no fear was mid-animation. And the luck of the Torrenstorm saved him. And now, Ricky decides it's time to actually fight. He has the BKB though, so he can actually get away this time. I don't know if they want to chase after him. It's a bit difficult. Ricky tried to kill the Phoenix and he almost got it. Getting rid of the Supernova there is crucial. We're gonna go for the Roshan now. FlyToMoon. It's time. It's time for the Roshan. They're almost at level 25 on PL, which is a big deal, because that means more doppelgangers. Honestly, even in this game, I might even argue for the critical strike. I know it's not a commonly used talent, but it's still a very strong talent. And against the Ricky, it's actually kind of legitimate. Because Ricky is a hero that no matter how much, whatever you get, you're always going to be squishy. So critical strike to burst him down, not a bad idea. Especially now that he has BKB. You don't have Basher either, so... Okay, you don't want to go up to the high ground. This is really smart, actually. The smoke with vision into the high ground, then find Stormstormer. This is a really important kill. Invoker's the playmaker. But that's an Aegis. That's an Aegis Invoker. They go further. They want to go for Fishman. He drops a Tombstone. There's a Supernova as well. And the Torrenstorm. There's just team fight everywhere. Supernova's going to complete, though. Nobody can stop it. Cataclysm's been used. And now, finally, with Supernova completed, the Kunkka is at the mercy of this PL. And he just divides into a bunch of people. Pummels this poor Kunkka, showing him the superiority in numbers. They steal the Meteor. They try to hit Invoker with it. It's not successful. Invoker's back and ready to fight. He gets the Mars now. In trouble. Kunkka's already gone. You've lost so many heroes. The Phoenix is dead, though. And Ricky's still alive. Can he fight this with BKB? I don't think so. He has to TP. There's no way to cancel this, so he at least gets away. They also get the kill on Trim Protector, but at the expense of Mars. And Velior is the only man left alive. They ping, 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 ping. How to find Velior. They're slowing him down. Velior, do not breathe. Do not breathe. Do not breathe. Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, no. No, no. You breathe too loudly, Velior. And they're going to catch you in a matter of seconds. I do think he actually went for the crit. I think that is the side of the crit on Illidan. I think Doppelganger's on the right side. So, yeah, I think he went for the crit talent. So, okay, I was right. Great. Good stuff. Happy about that. He agrees with me. I think this might be it, though. You have buybacks. You have buybacks. At this point, honestly, if you don't buy back right now, you lose not just one set of racks, but multiple sets of racks. So you better be ready for that. You better be ready to lose like 2 sets of racks at the very least. Kellen is kind of pushing the lane. The reason why I went, by the way, for the Battle Fury is because obviously to deal with the PL. So yeah, he's not a bad item. I know it seems weird on Ricky, but it's actually a very common like 3rd item whenever you're fighting against PL. In this case, he went for it as a 2nd item. Still okay. Ricky's actually been playing quite well. He's trying to cut the lanes right now. He's cutting the bottom lane. They know they're just gonna play this bottom lane at all. The bottom lane is the only lane that's gonna keep him safe. And because they still have the tier 1 there, they're pretty safe about this. Honestly, they haven't lost 2 lanes of racks. I'm surprised. I thought they were gonna push much faster, but the glyph really slowed them down. Kellen
is under attack.
TP's in time. Lotus Orb is next time on Nongrata. I like the Lotus actually. Returns a lot of stuff here. Mainly the X is the biggest thing. I would say you return Rubik's spells, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, they're going to destroy the egg this time? No! The Overgrowth Cataclysm, the egg is going to complete! No, they destroyed it in time. That's really good. Nongrata's done. And now they can actually get this team fight properly done, right? They have the Arena Blood. They've committed to this. Torrenstorm is ready. God activates his BKB. He's still taking a lot of damage from Illidan. Thus, crits are brutal. He even has a basher stopping God from getting away. But Illidan, now you're stuck in here with all these heroes. Your team is gone. Your heart is already broken. Can they break your face as well? Illidan eats the cheese. And that Ice Wall is the last remnant of Invoker's life. And it's actually almost saved Illidan's life. But unfortunately, a beautiful Spear of Mars sets him up for failure. Sets him up for his own death. And that's a team wipe going the way of Extremum. They're actually gonna bring back this game. That Torrenstorm was brutal. And they actually managed to kill Supernova super early, which was a crucial point to this.
Middle tower is under attack.
This game is so back and forth. Anyone can take it at this point. I don't even know how Extremum won that team fight, if I'm honest. Ricky just went ham. That Battle Fury is making sure he deals damage to everyone at all points. He's going for the Divine Rapier next item, and I agree. At this point, you need it. What do you go for? I'm assuming Tricks of the Trade cooldown. Nobody ever goes for the... Yeah. The Cloak doesn't reveal is a garbage talent. Terrible talent. Never go for that.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, Extremum. Keep on trying. Like, there's a chance here. You've seen there's a chance, but you have to deal with the Supernova early. You have to deal with the Supernova early and control the Invoker. If those two things happen... Oh, okay. Ice Frog is watching this game, guys. They just gave the Rubik with the Shackle. This guy, Ice Frog, is watching this game, and he's like, guys, I've played this Rubik 5 before. It's horrendous. I'm so sorry for him. Give him at least some HP. And there we go, Witless Shackle. Though, I'm going to say something controversial, and I actually would love it if Ricky ran the Witless Shackle. The mana he has is more than enough. You don't really need more mana, honestly, on this hero. You have mana in your team anyway. Look, he's honestly usually has full mana. You even have Battle Fury with regen. And Ricky needs the HP. I actually wouldn't mind if Ricky ran that item. Orbit Destruction is really good on Ricky, though. There's Divine Rapier. A smoke by Extremum. Who went for the Witless Shackle? I can't really tell who they give it to. They could also give it to Kunkka or Mars, by the way. I'd rather see Witless Shackle on the core, to be honest, most of the time. It's good on supports, but I don't mind seeing it in the core. I like the Enchanted Quiver choice. Oh, Invoker just revealed the smoke. And they go for the Undying. Okay, get rid of the Tombstone. It's a start. It's not the best start, though. Oh. Alright, he was not aware of how vertical displacement works. You torrented him, and then you pushed him out of it. Stormer dies, though. Kellen catches him in the backlines. Nice job, Kellen. But... with Torrenstorm, can they get away? They already got the kill they wanted. The Supernova's forced out now. They're disengaging. Cataclysm will hit him, but it doesn't really matter because they have enough HP. Can they make it out of here alive? They just killed the Invoker, forced the buyback. That's really good, Extremum, but you don't want to keep on fighting this. Slow him down. God might be a sacrificial lamb here. Pia wants to go further, but it's not going to catch him for now. Alright. This game is insane. Who has the Witless Shackle? How is my observer not curious about what items they're carrying? Minotaur Horn, really big on Invoker, actually. And I love the Princess Knife on the Ricky. Very, very smart. Princess Knife on Ricky is wonderful. For the people that don't know what that does, it makes your projectiles quicker, which doesn't matter. But in the case of Ricky, it also makes it so your first attack will hex them for 1.5 seconds, which is what he needs, because he didn't go for Bash or anything like that, because he was forced to go for Battle Fury, which means he lacks catch. So it's really useful to have that. I love that Kunkka's still carrying the Imp Claw. So who has the Shackle? I bet it's actually on the Rubik. Maybe, no, Dazzle. Dazzle must be on the Dazzle. Oh, is the Observer hearing me? Ah, great. Fantastic. Great stuff. Listening to the stream, that's exactly it. Neutral items. There we go. Spell Prism on PL. Spell Prism is a choice. Yeah, and he confirms the critical strike. Hey, your Observer. Really upping your game today. Might have missed some kills before, but you're redeeming yourself. Thank you. The Illusion Escape is very odd on Mars, to be honest. I don't know why he's gone for Illusion Escape or he needs it. I would rather even see it on Ricky, to be honest. Like 10% extra damage to your units is not a big deal. I guess it amplifies God's Rebuke.
Radiant are scanning.
Odin. He has no neutral items. I'm wondering. Oh, Titan Sliver. Alright, so he didn't want to get the Spell Prism. It's weird to see a PL with Spell Prism, to be honest. So I like the Illusion Escape is honestly a very underrated item. When you're losing, it's really good. It's better than Repair Kit, for example, because what it does is that you just kind of cut the lanes constantly with your illusion, and because illusion takes 100% damage rather than extra, you're able to cut the lanes and actually last a long time. You don't need to destroy the lanes; you just need to waste their time so they can't get to the racks in time. So it's actually really good. I like that they got an Illusion Escape and they're taking advantage of it. Smokes are the best way to deal with Illusion Escape, by the way, because that way you know that you're not jumping into an illusion. It's really hard to tell if it's real or not. I think nobody has Wither Shackle. God, okay, God in trouble. Being chased by the PL, that bash is kind of annoying. The Torrent Storm is making sure they can't follow. It's only PL really right now. Could they punish this? Could they punish this? In comes the Arena of Blood. In they go. Kellen as well. Onto the Phoenix. Cataclysm to be used. Phoenix is silenced right now. He's trying to get away. He tries to fly. There's the Supernova. He just uses it immediately. Can someone destroy the egg? They can't. The Tombstones here is deterring their progress. And they actually managed to catch poor Velior. So the two supports are just scragglers left behind. Dazzle trying to save the Rubik. Rubik trying to save the Dazzle. And they both end up dying. Useless. So Extreme has to fight without them. Dazzle has to buy back here. I don't think you can fight, actually. You don't have the Arena of Blood or Torrent Storm. What are you gonna do? You go for the just running into it, but they're desperately trying to defend. Like, God, get away from my racks! Get away! As the Mars desperately tries his best. This is not the best use of Illusion Escape. You should actually... They should have been using it through the mid lane. There. Put it through the mid lane so actually cut the lane. I mean, it seems like you're wasting time and you're accomplishing stuff, but you don't want creeps in your base because... Actually, it doesn't really matter. They take your racks, they take your racks, so I take it back. They don't have tier 2s in the bottom lane, so... I like the trick they're using with Ricky, with the mobility. The Divine Rapier has not done anything, by the way. Kellen is not capable of killing heroes as quickly as possible. That's the problem. Ricky's one of the worst heroes to use Divine Rapier. Yes, it's a lot of damage, but Ricky wants agility, not damage. Because every point of agility on Ricky adds... It's like double, right, the damage, because of the fact that Ricky has the tricks of the trade, or the cloak and dagger, sorry. So the backstab adds to it. So Divine Rapier is equivalent to, say... I mean, what is it, 330 damage, I think? So it's like getting a 120 agility item, which obviously that's a lot, right? But it's not as great as you would love it to be. Other heroes like Medusa or Gyrocopter are much better rapier carriers than Ricky, particularly. But you had to go for it this game. There was no other option. Okay. Extremum, what are you going to do? This game... It's just been the Game of Thrones. It's been an incredibly fun game to watch, so... How are you going to plan this? I don't know if you can fight the Roshan. The PL illusions make it really difficult for you to initiate properly here, and the critical strike is a really good idea here. So it has made killing the Ricky easier, but also makes taking objectives much easier, like Roshan, for example, who's actually vulnerable to critical strike. Also critical strike with Alacrity. They get the Axe. Who's going to get the Axe? Actually, PL Axe is really good here. But they can also give it to Phoenix for more hits. I think PLX is a bit better. They're going to try to initiate. There's the Arena of Blood. Okay, Cataclysm for Vision. It's not fast enough. They're going to go in. Supernova use, but the H of the Mars taken by the Mars. The Torrent Storm is hitting everyone, and Mars is just tanking all the damage. Nobody cares about the Supernova. There's the Ghost Ship Fleet hitting everyone. And the team fight's finally good for Extremum. They managed to kill the Tombstone Undying. No, sorry, the Undying, not the Tombstone. The Death Tombstone's actually left there, and they managed to take it down as well. Support for support. Of course, the Rubik dies. Rubik just has to die. If he doesn't die, it's not a proper game of Dota. But they actually took the Aegis, and they didn't even lose it. They took the Roshan as well. And that is huge. Did Mars manage to take anything else? I'm really sure. I didn't see. Okay, they gave the Axe to the Ricky. Yeah, that's definitely from the Roshan. Pocket Ricky's ready. Oh, it's crazy. I can't believe Extreme is actually winning this now. How are you bringing this back? That Torrent Storm, by God, God's choice to go for that Aghanim's has won them the game, as it stands. Literally. They gave the cheese to the Ricky as well, which is huge. Obviously, the Mars cannot pick up the Aegis for the Ricky, so, you know, second best thing. Nice, Malik disengaging the aggro of the illusions with his own illusion. And now, I mean, they have to wait for the cooldowns, maybe. The Ghost Ship Fleet is such a crucial thing as well. It's because, this is actually something I hadn't considered, but FlyToMoon's ultimates are all based around staying around the same area. They have counter-initiation ultimates. They don't chase after you. They take a while to actually be successful. Their team fight is based around Tombstone, Cataclysm, Supernova, and Overgrowth, right? And those are all ultimates that allow you to stay in the general vicinity where you can't fight. So what Extreme has done is they've actually gotten a bunch of abilities that cancel, or that they hurt you if you decide to stay in the same area. A good example is the Ags on Kunkka, which is why it's such a good choice to go for the Axe and Kunkka. If you stay too long in the Torrent Storm area, you're bound to be hit by multiple Torrents. Similarly, now that the Kunkka has Ghost Ship Fleet, they're able to zone out the enemy team out of their own zone out, ironically. So the Supernova completing doesn't even matter anymore because of this. And now with Tricks of the Trade inside the Axe, they can, with the Axe, sorry, they can go inside, say, Kunkka or Mars, and even zone them out further. So they're actually going to play FlyToMoon's game better than they are. Very smart. Yeah. Anyone that's watching this game for fun is loving this, but anyone that's betting on this game is literally calling the hospital right now. Guys, I am about to die. My heart attack. I have had 5 small heart attacks. Depending on who wins, I might just have a big one. Please help me out. I don't have COVID, but I might be in trouble. Ricky, I don't know what tricks of the trade. He has Blink Strike, it's fine. Okay, they're not using the Will of Shackle. Very surprised by that. I value that item very highly. But to be honest, the PL going for Critical Strike means that armor, because of Critical Strike, just scales so well. Armor is much more important than the HP here. So Will of Shackle might be counterproductive. I can't. This tower was alive for so long that the creeps ended up pushing it. The creeps are doing the job. The creeps are tired of this game. They're like, whatever, we're done with these towers. I don't know if this is the best trade, honestly. That was your last fortress. Extreme might be getting a bit too cocky. Maybe they're confident they can find the high ground, so they are actually. They're going further. Ricky is leading the charge. I don't know how good the Ags is, of course, on Ricky, who wants to catch the Phoenix first, but whatever. We've seen that Phoenix can actually be tanked. Nice Ice pick up on God. He's actually going for Octarine Core, which I'm assuming is for more Ghost Ships and also for more Torrent Storms, and actually benefits the Hex. Yeah, that's a good idea. I love it. Yeah, the illusion escape has been really good for Mars. They're actually doing a really good job of it. Oh no, they catch the Phoenix. Can they kill him? That Princess Knife did a lot. That was a good tornado. The tornado was actually perfectly timed, even though it seems like he missed it, because the idea was that if Ricky wanted to continue on the Phoenix, which he could, honestly, he could have just jumped against him. He would have been caught by the tornado. So that was a really good disengagement tornado. Very perfectly timed. Not necessarily to catch the Ricky, but more so just because they wanted to make sure the Phoenix survived. Because if Phoenix died, it's still a big part of your team fight. Yes, you can ignore the damage to some degree. We've seen it, but not fully. I question if the Ricky Ags is better than the Amar's Ags, to be honest. After seeing a bunch of the things. I wonder where Tricks of the Trade inside someone is important. Well, the truth is, it actually works like an infest, right? So it might save you in a prickly situation. Alright, there we go. We've seen the neutrals as well. What team are we watching? I guess that's FlyToMoon? Okay. Yeah, Minotaur Horn on the Invoker, Spell Prism. I'm not really sure. Magic Lamp on the Phoenix, actually. Magic Lamp is not that great, though, because it dispels. But what are you dispelling? Smokescreen can't be dispelled, right? So you're still going to be silenced, even if Magic Lamp helps you. Oh, okay. Here they go for Non-Grata. Again, the Hex used by the Kunkka. There's the Cataclysm. Doesn't deal too much damage, though. They can tank it. They want to go for the Phoenix and kill him off quickly. The Smokescreen is used. The Tornado disengaged, but the Tricks of the Trade help him out. Magic Lamp. That can be enough. He gets the Supernova off. He gets it off, but it's immediately destroyed. That egg will not last long enough. And the 2 supports go with him as well. That's not good. Extreme just got a free kill here. They're trying to go after Velior. The Illusion's doing their job, but they're saving Velior. Good job. And now a Spear of Mars. Do they want to go further onto the PL? I don't know if this is possible. They're going to try for sure. And they go into the Mars. Pocket Ricky. And Pocket Ricky continues forward. He comes out of the pocket. Just jumps on the PL. Showing this cat what really fights look like. Illidan, though, destroys, decimates the poor Rubik, who has had the worst game of his life, honestly. In comes the Phoenix. There's no Supernova, unfortunately, but now they're actually managing to find the Ricky. The Shadow Gift keeping him alive for longer, but he doesn't have any more mana. He can't Tricks of the Trade anywhere. That's going to be your Rapier lost. You cannot lose the Rapier here, and they're going to give it to the PL, who has a crit as well. This is not good at all. Velior is in trouble as well, but I mean, there's a support. You just lost to Ricky. This TP is not going to complete either. The Cold Snap was ready, and so was the Bash. And now you have Illidan, who has the Critical Strike, who has the Divine Rapier. How are you going to deal with this monster? Ricky was only dealing enough damage because he had the Rapier now. What is your answer? You got a bit too cocky. You thought you could catch Illidan, but they surprised you with the buybacks. Illidan was just a bait.
Radiant are scanning.
No matter who wins this game, I just want to say, God, the Kunkka player, G. I call him God because that was his old nick. I'm sorry. It's just easier to say than G in a team fight. he has played this game marvelously. No matter who wins, he wins. Because he deserves this game. He has played this marvelously, honestly. What a Kunkka player. Up they go. And I mean, with Alacrity plus Divine Rapier, this tower is made out of butter. Ricky has to buy back. This is Mega Creeps, man. If you don't buy back, it is Mega Creeps. Oh no, Greedy. Oh no. Come on, Greedy Ricky. Everyone loves gold. I'm Spanish. I went around the world finding gold, man, but you can't. You gotta use the buyback here. You're gonna lose your last. This is Mega Creeps. I mean, you can fight against Mega Creeps, yes, but I guess he just wants. I guess they want to risk the Mega Creeps here. There's no buyback on Ricky. They seem to want to have to fight. Ricky's still holding on to it. Greedy Ricky. Greedy Ricky. Kunkka might be killed off because of this. Supernova has been used. Torrenstorm, though, giving a lot of time. God! Alone against the world, and he is giving them so much time. Here comes the Mars. Immediate buyback by God. He is not a greedy man. Kellen, run! You bastard. Blink to something. Come on, you've taken so long. There we go. Tricks of the trade inside Malik. Goes for the PL. They want to get the Rapier back. Gave back the Rapier, Illidan. That's what they're trying to do, but Illidan tricks them with the illusions, and he's actually getting away. Extra the spot. No, it's God again, making sure that Illidan is stuck, and this is the Rapier going back to the Ricky. But the Tricks of the Trade's canceled too early. Doesn't matter. Rapier's on the floor again. Illidan gets his net worth back. This Rapier is like a hot potato at this point, given to both teams. Here, you go, man. Whoever gets the Rapier has to go far in and commit suicide. That's the CIS staple. Oh, this game brings me pure joy. This is why I love competitive Dota. I cannot believe, man. What a great game to end the night, man. This is the last game of the best of 3. This is only group stages, by the way, but this is a great game to end the night. Yeah, sure, it's goofy and clowny, but sometimes, man, you gotta accept that Dota is a game. And these guys, I mean, if they're not having fun this game, I don't know. I mean, their heart is in their throat, and you can tell. But they're also having fun. There's nothing at stake but points here, so you just want to win because of CIS pride. And remember, guys, when Russians play for pride, that is the biggest thing they can play for. You give a Russian the option to either play for $100,000, they'll play pretty nicely. That's why VP plays, yeah, kind of sucks at TI sometimes. But when you play for pride, when you're playing just to prove that you're a better player than the enemy, that's when CIS really brings their A game, man. That's when Russian players play the best. Not everyone here is Russian, by the way. I just want to mention. It's just a commentary on people like Illidan, for example. Alright, it's time to push these towers. You have a Rapier on Ricky, because he got it back from the PL. Let's go. Deafening Blast. Stop the Ricky. He just has to tank this. Honestly, give the Ricky Witless Shackle at this point. Okay, the BKB is forced on Stormstormer. Oh, is that? No, that's the BKB, not the Minotaur Horn. So he still preserves the Minotaur Horn, which is important. You have 2 ways to dispel things now. Okay, they say. And they're coming back. They can fight this again. Actually, they're going to try to catch him. They know Malik has no mana. But look at how EXTREMUM is bunching together. They might use a Cataclysm to get vision, but EXTREMUM is just bunching together. The next fight is going to be Roshan Pit. It has to be.
We're sailing now.
Dire are scanning.
Let's see if they can go for the Roshan Pit. Let's see. Roshan is actually just spawned. Look at how desperate they are. They like Roshan spawn. They just do this squiggle line around the pit. Like, guys, we need to fight around there. That's the heart in your throat thing. You're starting to draw lines on the map, which are mainly nonsensical. You're probably screaming things at your teammates at this point because you know you have to. The game is so clutch here. And then Roshan's up. This Roshan comes with a Refresher Shard and Ags. Are you not going to contest it, EXTREMUM? I don't think you have time at this point. Yeah, there we go, the squiggle again. They have to contest this. I don't know. I don't know if you can just let this go. They won the last team fight in Roshan Pit, but they're just going to let this go. They're just going to let this go. I don't know if this is the wisest choice, to be honest. You had everything to really fight this. Maybe they're not aware. No, they're definitely aware. They know that they're in the Roshan Pit. Maybe they want to catch him as they leave. Who's the Ags going to go for? PL. That's a really good Ags, actually. PLs are solid Ags. It's constant extra 44 agility on the Phantom Rush because it has no cooldown and no minimum distance, which means you can just, you know, literally you're using it perpetually. Okay. Should remove the cooldown. I don't understand exactly what happened there, but it's just like getting 4 to 4 extra agility essentially in the PL. It's not bad. It's actually not a bad Ags, especially as late game. You know, it's one of those Ags that as a late game PL, you're like, yeah, I'm actually kind of happy to have this. It's like getting extra butterfly, especially if it's an effect, right? It's really, really good. Ricky's still from the jungle. I swear to God, Ricky, if they catch you here, do not give me this anticlimactic ending to this game. Ricky, for God's sake, man, do not die here. Blink strike, there we go. Cataclysm to get vision of the Ricky. Just still try to find him. Oh, tier 6 is up. Or tier 5, sorry. Tier 5 is up. Ballista, Ex Machina. Okay, Ballista is useless, actually, on this team, unfortunately. Oh no, Ballista was given to... Sorry, Ballista was given to FlyToMoon. So Ballista can be... On the Invoker, maybe?
Are scanning.
Ex Machina is really good. Resetting cooldowns on all items. Maybe Konka can buy it because he gets double BKB, double Sight of Ice. Yeah? Fallen Sky. Okay, Fallen Sky. You can give it to Mars. That's actually a huge item. For the people that don't know, Fallen Sky is Blink with Meteor Hammer. Mirror Shield is like a Lotus Orb and Lincoln's combined together. It's actually like getting Counterspell constantly. Mirror Shield is pretty nice, but nothing much to block with Mirror Shield, so it's not the greatest item in this game. Oh, the agility's on CD, the movement speed is... Ah, interesting. Okay, okay. Thank you for that note. Thank you for that. So the agility... Okay, thank you for that. I was not aware of that. So that removes the cooldown for the literal rush. So you just can always rush, but you don't always get the agility. The agility is still on cooldown. Okay. Well, that's much worse than I expected, actually. I mean, it's nice to have mobility, but still. The Book of the Dead, actually not bad to just finish off the game, to be honest. Given to Dazzle as well. Dazzle has the weave. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even think of that. With the cooldown reduction, Book of the Dead is really good at Dazzle. Probably the best item you can get on Dazzle. Okay, watch Dazzle become the new core. Necronomicons, here we come. The PL's trying to destroy them. He did go for Mirror Shield, probably to prevent the X's. Pretty smart. Oh, they used the Hex, though. Can they control the PL? He has H's, though. It's so difficult to fight him here. Fallen Sky, taken by the Mars appropriately. Ricky comes in. They have to kill him multiple times, though. It's just that's so difficult. Such a tall order. How do you defend your racks here? They know that they can't go for the PL. That's why they're actually playing so defensively right now. They know that they can't annoy the PL, but they don't want to go for him. They want to go for his teammates. They want to kill his team. If the PL is left alone, he's weak. But if the PL is... I mean, it suits the lore of the hero, right? If the PL was with people, that's the problem. Okay, PL comes in. The Tornado to disengage. That's nice. Torrent Storm has to be used. Look at God. Just walks forward. God has no fear. God realizes he has to have some fear, though. There we go. Tombstone's been used, Supernova as well. It's engaged nicely, and they used the Glyph also, saving it for this time, and now they have to fight. They know there's no cooldowns in the enemy team. They actually lost a lot right now in terms of team fight potential. Malik goes forward. There's the Arena Blood. Who's he going to catch? I don't know if he's the hunter being hunted at this point. Malik still going for Fishman, though. Might just die here. Fishman, Malik is also in trouble. The Colsum is dealing a lot of damage. Heligraph to save him. Torrent Storm finally coming out. And are they going for the Mars steal? Malik is just trying to get away. While the Ricky trying to find any kills here. Illidan, for now, surviving. Tricks of the trade making this difficult for him. Malik is just tanking all this damage so his teammates can take away Illidan. But Illidan just survives thanks to Satanic. Satanic just gave him a second life here. They let him reach in completely, and he still has the Aegis. Illidan is back on track. Now there's no Satanic, but you still have the Aegis. You have to kill him a second time. So this is going to be so difficult. And the Rubik, of course, cannon fodder. What does it even matter? There's the Fallen Sky trying to catch the PL. They even help him out with the tricks of the trade. Not enough. Malik is doing his best, man, and this Amar's actually playing this really well. What can you do? A second rapier on the Ricky. It's coming on the Courier. Courier, you better rush here, man. Courier, run towards the Ricky. They can't kill the Courier. They're trying to snipe it, but no. They got the second rapier. This might be the only chance they have. They go for the Phoenix. They have a lot of damage. Necronomicon level 3 also hurting the Phoenix. Phoenix is gone. He buys back immediately. They're going for the throne. Screw the racks. Screw the Mega Creeps. Just fight something. Hit things. That's the Russian strategy at this point. They hex him. They want to collect his ham. They want to turn him into bacon. Can they do so? Illidan getting away thanks to the Acronyms. He's surviving for now. They do kill off the Invoker, though, in the backlines. And Illidan, your heart is slowly being broken. Your friends are dying around you. What are you going to do to save them? The Tombstone is being destroyed by the Dazzle, while Illidan is trying to continue go forward. And Ricky is just cutting everyone down. Illidan alone, he does not have enough damage. He does not compare to the Ricky. He's finally been stunned. Malik also stopping the enemy initiation. They hex him again another time. The Princess Knife, all the damage in the world. But Illidan is still alive. Finally, there's no Aegis on him. He's done for. They taken down EXTREMUM again. They managed to survive. And because of this weird playstyle they did, they actually don't lose racks, which means they don't lose Mega Creeps. They go for the Phoenix too. Okay, Kellen. Yeah, you have 2 Divine Rapiers. You don't have attack speed. So that Supernova counters you. Invoker's also nearby. He reads this properly. Good, good, good. BKB away, my friend. Yeah, yeah. Just in case. Just in case. Make sure to get out of there alive. Good job. Okay. They didn't go for Mega because they knew they couldn't, honestly. What Extreme is doing well is they're controlling a specific area. It's what I keep saying, you know. They just understand. They did get the X-Mark to Kunkka. I love it. They're controlling a specific area in the team fight, and they're just making sure the team fight is discoordinated, uncoordinated, sorry, for FlyToMoon. And this is the weakness that you're having on FlyToMoon. You have this wombo combo, congratulations. But EXTREMUM, what they're here to do is just to... They're trying to create disengagement. They're trying to create chaos in your team. And they're doing so. And they're doing so by using really good Arena of Bloods to separate the front line from the back lines. The Ricky going in like this. The Fallen Sky is brutal. Invoker has no buyback. Invoker's done for. That's 2 minutes without Invoker. Terminator 2. The Extreme actually be doing this. PL's coming back, but you need the Invoker. He's your playmaker. God has a second BKE, by the way. He just refreshed it with Ex Machina. They go. Oh no, Illidan. Illidan. You cannot be turned into a frog right now. They gas him with telekinesis. Rubik. This is the only moment of importance he's ever had. They telekinesis him back. They actually push him back with the Spear of Mars. Can they catch him? He has constant doppelgangers though. They try to silence him. They don't silence him in time. Illidan is for now still alive. And this is what matters. Rubik is bringing it back. This man might have died 30 times in the early game, but he is doing it all, so it's worth it now. They go for the Rubik. They're tired of him. They shallow grade the Rubik. Torrent Storm, and now the poor PL. Where are you getting away? Doppelganger again. He's just jumping around the whole team fight, but he's not dealing any damage. Illidan, you gotta kill the enemy team. You can't just stand there. You gotta do something. And they're just going for the racks. They're ignoring him at this point. The Rubik is just sacrificial lamb. They don't care. They know they can kill Illidan. He's losing all of his effects. There's a Supernova finally. At this point, the Invoker's going to come back. They go for the Supernova, for the Pyramid, kill the Illuminati. It's impossible. The Torrent stops Illidan. And even though the Phoenix completed his ultimate, it doesn't matter. Phoenix is just cannon fodder as well. Immediately destroyed. Illidan's still alive. But what does it matter if you live for nothing? Your life is a waste, Illidan. You're not accomplishing anything with all this time left alive. Take a page from book. Carpe diem, my friend. Seize the day. Kill something. Be useful, Illidan. They're torrenting him so much. He's not able to get away. The Octarine Core on God is genius. It's actually waiting to gain another Fallen Sky. The throne's gonna fall. They're actually gonna bring this back. EXTREMUM win this game. They actually forced a disconnect by the enemy team. That was insane. EXTREMUM actually bring this back. So many people are having heart attacks right now. Oh my god. Alright. We don't have much time, so just quickly. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I love that game. That was wonderful to cast. My name is DSwordfish. This is the title. Put my Twitter as well in the chat. Hope you enjoyed the cast a lot. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more Arena Blood. Before we go, though, we have this last message. Thanks for staying with us all this time. As always, we're trying to make our best to make you entertained. Don't forget to subscribe or follow if you like the stream. And if you don't, subscribe even more to see how we can improve for the next broadcast. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me in this wonderful journey of CS Dota. See you guys next time.
Your esports betting world. The only place to find the widest choice of popular games and matches to win real money. Choose your bet on a single event or express of several matches with dizzy odds. Serving the market for 7 years with over 800,000 users. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB. You know for sure who's gonna win.
bye.